Hello, my beautiful duckling. We're going to talk about a manifesting technique today. And we're going to manifest with I don't know how. In yesterday's video, I touched on this technique, and I really think that it actually needs its own video. So, we manifest anything we do is a tool, and we should not rely on our tools. We do need to make sure that our mental diet is on point. So if you're just strictly relying on a tool, try different tools. If nothing's working, try different ways, because you're focusing simply on one thing working instead of the mental diet that everything is working. So this is Susie, your beautiful swan queen. Welcome back to the garden. Manifesting with I don't know how. It's a really simple word phrase. You can use it for absolutely anything and everything. I used it yesterday for a specific person, but this is one that I don't realize that I do all the time. I have done it my entire life. It's how I got the first guy that I was manifesting. It is how I get money. It is how I get booty pie chairs. It's how I get whatever I want. I don't know how I got it, but I did. The thing is, we focus on how our manifestation is going to show up. So if I'm focusing on how my Hermes bracelets are being made and packaged and who they're going to be shipped to, where they're coming from in the world, are they made here, are they made somewhere else, I'm messing in the fact that I just have pretty, beautiful bracelets and a watch bracelet. I don't care how my manifestations show up because of that phrase that I have been saying for a very long time. A lot of people, though, do care about how their manifestation shows up, and that is scripting, imagination, daydreaming, fantasy land, and I can prove it. You guys are scripting out your life. You are imagining a scene over and over again. You are telling people that you're going to get something and it's going to show up in this way. You want money. I'm going to win the lottery. I'm going to be a millionaire because I win the lottery. I'm going to win the lottery. And you play, but you don't win. Why not? You are wanting a promotion at work and you're like, how do I get this promotion? How do I get this promotion? How do I get the boss to notice me? You know, they keep bringing people in off the street. How do I get them to notice me? If you are trying to lose weight, which is something I'm doing, you are wanting to be the perfect size and weight for your body, but you don't know how you're going to do it. So now you're reading fitness magazines and diet magazines, and you're researching about weight loss. And can you manifest weight loss without actually doing a single thing other than using your imagination? So I say general. Blanket. I love blanket manifesting. I don't like revising because revising means I have to 100% forget about whatever it was that I'm revising so the new story actually plays out. So when I am trying to figure out how to get a manifestation to show up and I'm stuck in my head, I simply revert to I don't know how. So I don't know how I am happily married to Jared, but I am. I don't know how I'm the perfect size and weight for my body, but I am. I don't know how my beauty pie chair is going to show up, but it did. It's a simple phrase that we play with because it does take out that how. If I'm scripting the balcony scene in Paris to get my specific person, that is a specific scene that I am repeating in my head over and over again. You're not getting your specific person. So if you drop the scene, I don't know how, but I got it. If you want a free cup of coffee and you are walking around going, I want a free cup of coffee. Me and my Dunkin' Donuts, love my Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Walk around my Alabama mug. I'm like, how do I get a free cup of coffee? How do I get a free cup of coffee? How do I get a free cup of coffee? That's exactly what we're doing. How do I get that raise? How do I get that job? How do I get healthy? How do I get thin? How do I get whatever it is you are trying to manifest? I'm walking around going, I don't know how. I don't know how. I don't know how I got a free cup of coffee, but I did. I don't know how somebody else went grocery shopping for me, but they did. They go grocery shopping for me because I hate grocery shopping, and I am totally using this time of year to my advantage. Sorry, I mean, I'm an introvert, love being at home, so I'm using my manifesting to stay home even more because I want to. So when you want something, you need something, you desire something, you are in a state of lack. You don't have that desire. I have my cup of coffee, but you don't. And because you don't have your cup of coffee, you're trying to figure out how it shows up. So you pull up to Dunkin' Donuts and you go through the drive-thru and you're like, well, I'm manifesting a free cup of coffee. So is somebody in the drive-thru going to pay for my cup of coffee? Is the store going to mess it up and I'm going to get a free cup of coffee? Are they just going to say, here, the coffee's on me today? If they messed up my cup of coffee and then they remade my cup of coffee, I really didn't want this messed up cup of coffee. So Susie doesn't consider that a free cup of coffee if they give me both, because I paid for a cup of coffee and they messed up the coffee. I'm not even sure I'm going to like it, so why would I, consider it free? Those are things that run through our brains. So when you mess with the how or the middle and you're not sure how to manifest something, you've been stuck on manifesting something for a really long time. So you are trying to manifest a promotion at work and you've been passed up 3 times. The job's just come up again. I don't know how they chose me, but they did. I don't know how they gave me the promotion, but they did. I don't know how I got the promotion, but I did. My son is looking for a promotion, and he's like giving me a bunch of reasons, and I'm like, well, I don't know how you got the promotion, but you did. You just have to focus in a different direction. We get so caught up on our thoughts, our words, what we should say, what we should think, and then the tools. They're great tools, but scripting is a specific scene. So I'm writing out, thank you, I won the lottery. Thank you, I won the lottery. Thank you, I won the lottery. Well, you got $3. You got $7. You got $100. That's not the jackpot. So now you start scripting out, I won the lottery jackpot. I won the lottery jackpot. Thank you, I won the lottery jackpot. Or isn't it wonderful, I won the lottery jackpot. And then you still get $3, $7, $50, $100. And you're like, how do I win the jackpot? You naturally do it whether you want to admit it to me or not. I know you do. It's because I know you do how I know my techniques work. You are literally questioning why it didn't work. So if it didn't work, I don't know how it now works, but it did. You're redirecting. In the past, I, was sporadically winning small amounts on the lottery. I don't know how I won the jackpot now, but I did. You're taking your momentum of winning and you're saying, I don't know how it now became the jackpot. Your promotion is the same way. Weight loss, I'm toying with that. I feel healthy, so I don't need to lose weight. I just want a flatter stomach. I don't like what they call that little, you had kids, so now you have this little mom pooch. I don't like that. So I've cleaned up my crap. I have figured out what has blocked me from losing weight in the past. And then I'm like, well, am I really sure that that is what's causing my block on my weight loss? Well, here's the beauty of it. I don't know how I'm the perfect weight and size for my body, but I am. I don't have to worry about those blocks because I've already bypassed them, and now I've moved into this reality and story or state of I'm the perfect size and weight for my body. I'm still testing this one, so I will keep you updated on how it works. But one of the things I don't do, I'm not dieting at this point. I am not weighing myself every day. My scale's in the other bathroom. I don't even see it, so I don't think about it. I'm gauging just by my clothes at the moment because I've only been doing it for about maybe 2 weeks. I've noticed those little things when I did this that I'm eating a little differently. So I normally eat once a day. Like, I am not hungry. I'm blessed. I truly am not hungry. I don't care about food. I'm Italian. I love food, but I have to get hungry to eat. And if you live by yourself and there's nobody else to cook for, you don't think about it if you're not hungry. So all of a sudden, I'm getting up and I'm like, I want something to eat. So I'm grabbing a small thing to eat. And then mid-afternoon, I'm eating something else a little bit. And then in the evening, I'm eating something else. But I notice my bigger meal is in midday. It's not my dinner. My dinner is something small. But my lunch is a little bit bigger, and my breakfast is just a nibble. And I don't, it's like I had a bacon sandwich yesterday morning. For lunch, I had a couple pork chops. They were, about the size of my hand, both pork chops together, and a half a can of green beans. Dinner last night was just a simple bowl of pasta. I don't know why I'm naturally eating that way, but I am, and I've noticed that over the last 4 days that that's what I've been doing. Now I can get up and I can have a bowl of cereal. I can have a piece of toast. I can make a grilled cheese sandwich if I want. I'm not focusing, though, on what I eat. I walk into the kitchen and I'm like, what do I feel like? And naturally, something bubbles up into my head. And when you're asking, I don't know how, things naturally happen. And when we are manifesting, we are trying to make the manifestation feel natural. I had this conversation yesterday, and she said, imagination equals natural to me. No. I have a desire, I have a want, or a need. So I create a new story, or I do use my imagination. Then I know that that desire has to become natural in order for me to have it. So if my desire is natural to lose weight, to win the lottery, to be with my specific person, to have a Pootie Pie chair, it shows up really quick. I mean, obviously ordered, set it on Thursday, so ask the universe on Thursday, it showed up on Monday. That is instant manifestation. Weight loss may take a little bit longer. The lottery, they're played certain days of the week for certain games. Other games you can play every day. But you cannot walk into it and go, this is the day I win. This is the day I win. I don't know how I don't know how I'm going to win this. How do I win this today? That's what you're naturally doing. You have to walk into this. Today I win. I don't know how I won the jackpot today, but I won the jackpot today. I won the jackpot today. I don't know how, but I did. You have to focus the I don't know how to bypass blocks, baggage, and the biggest key, resistance. Because when you have blocks, you have resistance. And if you have resistance to your manifestation, it's not going to show up. And that's why we don't get our manifestations. And you would think it's silly. You're going to say, Susie, there's no way I'm resisting a free cup of coffee. That's stupid. It is so simple that your brain can't grasp how it can be that simple. So you're wondering how it's going to show up because you're wondering how you're actually resisting it. So anything you are manifesting, I always get free stuff. I always get stuff at half price. I always get stuff for pennies on the dollar. You are literally starting out with a blank canvas and you're wondering how. No, the people who do that didn't care how they got free stuff or half price or for pennies on the dollar. They just walked around and said, you know, I don't know how I get stuff for half price all the time, but I do. I don't know how I always get stuff for pennies on the dollar. My daughter has some of the most amazing phrases. She says all the time. And one of them is, I don't know how I find stuff with great deals, but I do. I always get great deals. I don't know how, but I do. She doesn't even realize that that is a phrase she says. When it comes to her weight, she always talks about she's thin. And she says, I have a psychometabolism. I'm always thin. Everybody comes to my house and they gain weight, and I always stay thin. What are her words creating? Your words are creating something. So if you don't want the resistance, start asking, I don't know how. And you will see that it does shift. So if you're making a list and you're scripting and those things are not showing up, start saying, I don't know how I get everything on my list, but I do. That's how I got 198 out of 200 on my list. That's how things that I script show up. And I script very little because I don't have a lot of time and I don't want to spend what precious free time I have scripting my life away. So I created a life by saying, I don't know how I'm living my dream life, but I am. I don't know how everything works out for me, but it does. I put it in a question because that question gets you guys to focus in a direction. But if you're stuck in that direction you're trying to get to, change it up. Because that's what manifesting tools are for. You can get stuck on one and it can work, but then all of a sudden it's not. So you try a different one. Instead, I don't know how this works for me. It always has in the past, so now it does again. Little tweaks get you everything you want. And then you can sit here and you can write out your list of all the amazing things that happen. Literally, I don't go on dating sites. 4 guys that I have dated, 3 of them have knocked on my door. It's that easy. You pick something and you just say, I don't know how it happened, but it happened. I don't know how I got this, but I did. I don't know how I'm so lucky, but I am. That way you're going forward. And how Minion Dave and his crew send it, I have no clue. I still have no clue. All I know is things just magically happen in my life, and I don't care how it shows up. I just assume it's going to show up. I persist until it does, and if I get stuck in my head, I personally also need to remember to go back to, I don't know how, but I got it. Try it. Tell me how it works. I love you guys. Have an amazing day. As always, subscribe, hit the like button, and tell me why what I'm sharing is working out for your benefit.